I did this project, I guess that would have been last year at this point, late last year, with Hurley. It was kind of a collaborative thing. We wanted to bring attention to plastics that accumulate in our world's oceans, in particular in any of the 5 gyres. And I grew up surfing, and for the past 10 years I've been friends with everybody over at Hurley and gone on surf trips with them. And I had just taken a long walk down the beach near my house in Southern California, and it was after a big storm. And I saw, everything that you see that washes up on a beach after a big storm. And it's become quite normal at this point to see all manner of plastic and animals wrapped up in plastic and all these things. And it actually saddened me that it had become a normal occurrence. Looking into it a little bit more, you start to realize how much of an impact that single-use plastics are having in our world's oceans. And it gets some attention here and there, depending on what's getting attention that day. But I just really felt like it was something that needed more attention. And so I used my tiny little pedestal to step on the gas a little bit more with it, and hopefully bring some more young people's attention to this issue.
It wants me to discard the humanity and I'll watch the warmth blow away.
Started here. I was musing about the old myth of Jonah in the belly of the whale. And so he's sitting here, faceless and alone, warming himself around a fire that he's built in here. And this image actually became another central image that appeared on the Hurley t-shirts. But then from there, I started musing about the idea that as a planet, we are basically an island in space. And as far as we know, as far as we will know for probably quite a long time, we're the only one that exists. I believe that there are other civilizations out there, but they're probably really far away. And we're not going to interact with them anytime soon. So at the moment, we're an island. We are the only place, this is the only place that we have to live and the only place we have to go. So it would occur to a reasonable person that you should protect your island and protect this place that is quite literally a gift to you. So I started there, and then it turned into a little bit of a poem where I made all kinds of spelling mistakes and didn't care about it. Just kind of went through. I found out that when I spelled that wrong, I did it on the big mural as well, and it's some kind of like a stew. It's like a Scottish stew with lamb in it, a weather soup. So I got that one really wrong, but you guys get the idea. And then, yeah, right. And then just musing further into this idea of us being an island, I did this, and I started trying to use the line work of the spinning waves in the water, and also everything being interconnected. So that's where that image started coming in. I started introducing more watercolors, and then a lot of these started as sketches that just kind of got more and more elaborate. And then so this one, I was kind of imagining a literal trash island, and the things that we see that float on top of the ocean in the gyres are really just quite literally the tip of the iceberg. The way that they amass is you'll have islands of trash that reach down hundreds and hundreds of feet, and they affect the ecosystem in ways that we're just starting to understand. They affect the phytoplankton, which affects the smaller fish, which affects the larger fish. And it's really that chain up and up and up and up. So essentially we're screwing ourselves by not paying attention to these things. Sorry. It's the president.
Anybody else? I wasn't mad.
Anybody else? Oh, sweet. Jen printed this. So this is actually the whole mural that was at H Space. And so I did the big spinning trash island, which you see behind you there. And I wanted all the sort of waves and the fingers to be reaching into each part of it. And it was a big gallery, so I spelled out the poem/manifesto here, and then our big, lovely, gentle whale friend, who unfortunately in his compartments in his stomach has these things that we've left behind and forgotten about floating around. But always I like to leave in my work an opportunity, So that's basically it. And then I ended it with We Are an Island, because I find it to be a helpful sentiment as well as a dire one.